Let's go down for progressive pre-race report to Jenny Taft.
Blake Badgett's goal coming into tonight is to get started on the right foot, literally. He's only been back on his bike for 8 days after shattering his right foot, breaking it in 10 places 1 week before Anaheim 1. He did not require surgery, but he was in a cast for 6 weeks, and he had an unlucky start last year in 2013 when he broke his wrist in the first lap of that season. He has won in Arlington in the past in 2010, and he hopes to do it again tonight.
That was a big win that night in 2010.
Oh, yeah, huge. A long time ago, though. Lots happened since then. And here's his teammate, Justin Hill, 35.
Knows all about getting in the flow of the show, picking up the win, his first in the 250 class just a week ago out in San Diego.
Yeah, and hey, guys, I want to point something out right here. Our top 5 in qualifying were Davalos, Cianciarulo, Wharton, Baggett, and Faith. They have all lined up for the main in that exact same order, the top 5. Very interesting. Those guys are on it here tonight.
Great stat.
Do my work.
You do. Hey, you do. I like to commend you for that, sir.
Not really sure what he does over there in the Army.
You guys always just keeping me out of, you know, like I'm over here in my own world.
There's Adam. So popular. Hey, everybody jumping on that bandwagon pretty quick, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of us bummed out about Chad Reed not being able to make it. We have not received any updates from Chad or his wife Ellie or the team as to the latest. Chad left here. He came out, as we said, and as we see some more of the fans around the country getting in the spirit of things here for racing tonight. Chad came up and did the untimed practice earlier today. Looked okay. Skipped the first time session, was planning to run the second time session. Looked all right, was trying to put in a hot lap, see if he could get his time.
Didn't make it far.
Didn't go too far. Looked like something went wrong. He said, can't do it. Went to the hospital. We'll see. Maybe there's a chance to see him next week in Mid-Atlantic.
He tried. He did what he wanted to do. He tried.
Well, guys, as the 32nd board is up, Geico Honda has no wins this year on the West, okay? It was Curly had 1, PC had 2, and then Rockstar KTM had 3. Geico Honda's got a bunch of riders in here tonight. Pro Circuit Kawasaki up there also. You got Faith, Rodriguez, Dakotas, Lemoyne. Who's going to win the opener?
Here we go. 250 East Championship, round number 1. It begins in Arlington. And Adam Cianciarulo goes right to the front, gets the whole shot as the 88 machine goes right to the ground. Wetland.
And look at that. All 3 Pro Circuit Kawasaki's, 1, 2, 3. They have been really fast here tonight.
Cianciarulo right to the front of the field with Davalos coming after him. Looking to get downwind and Baggett watching. Here goes Davalos. Heat race. Whoa! Adam Cianciarulo comes down, falling hard out of the sky.
Wow.
Oh, let me tell you.
That stuff on the ankles and wrists right there.
At this it is anywhere, but especially at this track. Not sure what happened. Maybe lost a little traction coming out of that corner, but definitely came up short.
Boy, that bike gets compressed hard, and Adam takes the brunt of the pounding as that machine comes crashing down out of the sky.
Well, and for Cianciarulo, the rookie here, if he could have just stayed out front, kind of would be able to ride his own race. Now you can see Davalos and then the other veteran here, Baggett, kind of shaking that up. That perfect night for Cianciarulo so far has kind of been derailed right here. So, and you see Adam taking a look over his shoulder to find out where his teammate Blake Baggett is. So he's thinking about something other than just being out front riding his own laps. And it's Davalos that has the clear track.
This is where we're going to find out a little bit about Adam's racecraft at this stage of his career. Can he get himself refocused, put the charge on? He's got about 1.5 seconds to make up to Martin Davalos in front of him.
And also, the 46 here of Cianciarulo, he trains with Ryan Villapoto and Ken Roxon. They all share the same trainer, Alden Baker. So you know that he's constantly been pressed for those lap times, but now we're in the race. The practice, the testing, all that is over. It's time to put all that hard work to work.
Well, fitness isn't going to be the issue.
Well, the thing too, what is one thing you have to learn is, as an amateur, I mean, here we go, Blake Baggett's teammate trying to get on the inside, but as an amateur, he was so dominant. You know, very rarely would guys be right on his back end and hounding him and trying to pass him. So it's frustrating, you know, if you're not used to that. That's one thing that he'll get over. I mean, the kid has the tools, without a doubt, and he'll be fine. Just got, you know, it takes some learning for everybody.
Uh-oh, yellow flags.
Oh, and it's because Davalos goes down.
Wow.
Martin Davalos has an issue, and guess who's back out front?
Adam Cianciarulo, the rookie.
Yeah.
Wow, that corner where you got to quad in and then jump on the brakes. That's a tough one here tonight.
Pro Circuit only won 2 East Coast rounds last year. One was Dean Wilson and right here, and the other one was Bowers in Vegas.
Baggett just looks so calm right now behind Adam Cianciarulo. These early laps, you know, he just looks like he can back off, catch it back up, and like he's really in control of this race, even though he's in second.
Track definitely looks slipperier now, especially these turns here. All that loose stuff so dried up a little bit. A lot of loose stuff on top of that hard pack.
Third of the way through this 15-lap affair.
The riders are starting to pull away. You've got the other rookie on the Yamaha, Rodriguez. He's 3 seconds back from our leader.
Davalos has remounted his machine. He runs in 5th. Freezy behind him, Faith just in front.
Really impressed with Cianciarulo, though, holding his composure right here.
Let's go back and see in our Toyota replay what went wrong with Baggett, or Davalos, I should say.
Well, what do you think, Ricky?
Good right here.
Lost of front wheel traction.
I'm sure, yeah, right there.
That was the quick little, that wasn't even really on the brake. That was turning in, and he clipped that final jump a little bit, upset the balance of the bike, and lost traction as he was trying to turn that front wheel to the left.
Here comes Baggett making a run right alongside of his teammate.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from both of these guys, especially Baggett, though, man. I mean, he is just all over him, really calm and cool. He took a look back there, so he was behind him, and that's Faith kind of creeping in a little bit.
We talked about that giant scoreboard video screen that hangs over the field, or an indoor racetrack in this case, here tonight, and that is where that camera was mounted, looking down on the racetrack here in AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, guys, we heard the crowd there kind of in the background.
There you see the 60 machine.
I was going to say Rodriguez has gone back. He was running 3rd. He's showing in 17th and falling right now.
Faith on the 49 runs in 3rd. That 60 was Richardson. There's a medical flag out, so these guys are going to have to roll through this section here.
And if you notice, they just lapped Matt Michelia. He shows running in 20th right now, so his rookie main event here, rookie start not going as planned for the Geico Honda rider.
I think Mitch Payton's pretty happy right now. That's for sure. These two guys.
They've been struggling off and on a little bit, but look at Davalos. He's had the fastest lap time coming through the pack. That's going to put him. Is that Payton that he just?
No, that was Richardson on the 60. So that's just a slower rider tail end of the field. Davalos is up to 4th, and Baggett goes for the lead. And the 4 is there, but Cianciarulo wants it right back. Oh, and Mitch Payton, who owns and runs this Pro Circuit team, has got to be thrilled with the pace he sees out of his 3 riders here in the East Championship.
Yeah, they just came by. Baggett had the fastest lap with a 47.3, a couple tenths faster, but of course he had the position, and then Cianciarulo very wisely made the pass back. And it's both of our lead riders had the fastest laps. Bogle back in 7th had your 3rd fastest lap as he comes through the pack.
We've watched Adam a lot through his amateur careers. Of course, one of the most famous events, the Loretta Lynn's Amateur Championships. He was an 11-time winner at that famed event, but for a lot of us in the Supercross world, where he really burst onto the scene was at the Monster Energy Cup 2011. He won the Super Mini class there at that event, Sam Boyd Stadium, which has become such a great curtain raiser on careers for the amateurs when it comes to Supercross racing.
Yeah, and you notice here, Ricky, Cianciarulo takes a look over his left shoulder to see where Baggett's at, because he's got enough of a gap right there where you're not going to really hear him or have that feeling that he's there behind you, a little cushion.
Waiting for Davalos. This is a gap back to third. There he is. So the Pro Circuit guys look like they're going to end up taking the top three. And Jeff, he's got issues with his helmet and his goggles there.
Davalos right here. Well, this is his second fall of the night. Same turn. You notice he slides it down. You notice his visor was already ripped off. That was from that initial crash. It's hanging off the side right here. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be bothering his vision. It's going to look a little silly in the photos afterwards, but certainly putting the number 31 Kawasaki on the podium after 2 falls is definitely going to be a nice sort of consolation for him. But remember, Davalos, he says, I've had enough heat wins, I've had enough podiums, it's about winning.
Right.
Bogle, Freezy and Bogle.
Yeah. Not many guys have come onto the scene and won their first career 250 race. Dungey did it in Atlanta back in '07. Trey Kennard in Atlanta as well in 2008. Those are the last two we can remember having pulled that off. Not something we see all the time.
It seems like a pretty good indicator for talent, too. 2 of the best riders that we've had, both main event winners in the 450 class, of course, Dungey champion. And right now, you got Freezy, 42, has got his hands full with Bogle. Like I mentioned, he was working his way through the pack, trying to claw his way now into the top 5.
Then Thompson came over the line there on the 52. The 60, again, remember, that's Richardson, who has moved himself up to 17th, but it's Wharton on the 36, who is running in 7th. There you see Blake.
Not getting the start he needed here in the main event. Earlier today, the veteran was so fast in qualifying. Looked like he was going to have himself a really good night. But the start, so critical here in Monster Energy Supercross. Yeah. You can tell Cianciarulo was out front. Baggett, Davalos back up to third. All 3 of those riders out front off the start. And all 3 running top 3 here in the main.
Watching a fight over 4th here, continuing with Freezy just in front of Bogle.
Freezy, of course, one of the veterans of this class also. Out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri is where he calls hometown.
Man, that track right there getting so hard and slippery. The guys fell down in practice there.
Freezy with no sponsors listed, paying for it all with MasterCard and Visa, running that credit card sponsorship. Trying to keep the program running. Doing a great job for, running out of his own pocket.
Oh, yeah. It's not easy to do. That's for sure.
And putting in some great lap times right now, too. I mean,
yeah.
As the track and the riders started to slow down, he turned to 3rd fastest lap time last lap. Oh, look at the top of your screen. Rodriguez, after running 3rd, is out of the main event.
Back to the front we go. Here's Adam, who has opened up a little over a 2-second lead over Baggett.
2 to go. You remember your first 125 main event? That's what this class used to be back in the days.
Yeah, P18, I think. I think 18.
Baggett or Cianciarulo had a little bit of issues with one of the slower riders, but this is the final lap, and Baggett did not make up a whole lot of ground there because there's a 3-second lead for Adam.
He's made it farther than I did. I led the first 11 laps, crashed out, and finished 7th, so not much time left here, and Cianciarulo is going to deliver in his very first Monster Energy Supercross of his career.
Adam Cianciarulo making his way around. Taking a quick look over the shoulder to see if Baggett is anywhere nearby. And the checkered flag waves. Adam Cianciarulo wins his first ever Monster Energy AMA Supercross 250 East event.
How impressive. Baggett comes by 5 seconds behind, but still a great result.
That's so cool.
All those team guys, they worked so hard in the offseason. And these
Man, he's pumped.
Yeah.
He's already a crowd favorite. He's got so much personality. And as they get to know this kid more and more, they're going to fall deeper and deeper in love with him. He is a very likable guy.
And you know, these East Coast riders, they have to be happy to finally get a chance to start racing. They've been watching 6 rounds of the West Coast. They've been watching riders, teammates, everyone have that thrill of victory. Now, finally here tonight, they get to start their journey towards being a champion.
Not only that, but for Mitch Payton, Pro Circuit Kawasaki takes the top 3 spots. And Ryan Villapoto comes out, as does Ken Roxon, to congratulate their training partner on his first win of his Supercross career.
Woo!
250 East Championship is underway, and a rookie has his first win in his first outing. Young Adam Cianciarulo has the win here in Arlington. A historic night in his career. In case you're wondering, the last rookie to win a championship in his 250 career was Trey Kennard back in 08. And this young guy is going to have the red number plate next week because he will be the points leader now. Progressive pass of the race involves Martin Davalos.
Yeah, it involves a rider giving up the lead here. Davalos out front, breaks that visor off. He would remount, go down again, and finish a podium spot, but then he lets his 2 teammates by. That was not the plan here tonight.
And we go to the block to meet, I'm sure, a very excited Adam Cianciarulo with Jenny Taft.
Adam could not be more excited right now. It was pretty unbelievable to watch you win that first career Supercross race. We watched you get off your bike. You first celebrated with everyone, and then the tears started to come. How much does this moment mean to you, and how hard have you been working to get here?
I mean, it's been unbelievable. The last summer came into the outdoor series sick and didn't have the best results, but man, my team stuck behind me. They believed in me. My whole family sacrificed everything for me growing up to get to this point. Just everybody behind the scenes, man. My practice bike mechanic Brandon's been there through the good times and the bad. My dad, for everything he's done for me. I wouldn't even be close to it if it wasn't for him. All my family, it means so much to me.
We saw Ryan Villapoto and Ken Roxon come up and give you a hug. Must be a pretty likable guy.
Yeah, I mean, we train together, obviously, and you know, they've been there pushing me on the good days and the bad, and they've seen the struggle that I've had to come through to get to this point. And bummed for my teammate Martin, who was out front and he was pulling away. He had the race won for sure, but made a little mistake. But couldn't be more pumped for myself, my whole family, and just everybody behind me. They believed in me, and without their support, I would never be in this position. And just to all those guys out there, I really appreciate it, and especially the Lord above. He's brought me through the struggle, made me a better person because of it, and he let me have this one tonight, and I couldn't be more grateful.
We're going to let you enjoy this moment. Congratulations on your first Supercross win.
Thank you.
Got a feeling it won't be the last. Hugs with a teammate. There's a look at the results. All those Kawasaki's at the top. Great night for those guys.
Alex Martin getting the Yamaha up in there. Bogle up to 5th. Cole Thompson, Wharton clawed his way up there. Bunch of veterans in this East Coast here. A few of those rookies mixed in. And
well, we saw it with the West, too. Just because you get off to a good start, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. We've seen guys struggle a couple of races in over there. Got a long way to go here in the East. Let's go back down to Jim.
Blake Baggett and I talked earlier before the race today, and he said it's only been 8 days since you've been back on a bike, but you got second place tonight. You have to be pretty happy by that finish, and how are you feeling?
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, didn't get a lot of time on the bike, so to come out here with a second is good. I want to be in this thing on the podium every weekend, and I want to be the guy fighting for the championship at the end of the year. So to give up a race win's not bad. I felt really good, but, you know, just haven't rode that much. So got a little tight there at about the halfway point, and then, you know, just salvaged it out. But I got to give it up to everybody at Monster Energy, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Thor, Parts Unlimited, Vans, just everybody for helping me out. Dunlop, CTI Braces, Liat, just everybody, SRAM, and just everybody that's been by my side, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, and my trainer, Marty.
So the points look like this. Of course, the same as the finishing order here tonight as we move on to the Georgia Dome next week for the East Championship. Could be fun to watch these Pro Circuit guys fight for it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I like Blake Baggett's theory.
Pretty impressive. Freezy's fourth right there, too. That's for a privateer ride. That was awesome.
Well, Martin's on the podium, but he wanted to talk to you first, not third, Jenny.
Martin Davalos coming away with third place tonight, but you did have 2 falls. You came away with third, and, you know, is this a preview of what we're going to see from the Monster Energy Pro Circuit team? I mean, 3 guys on the podium, you can't complain.
Yeah, definitely. I have such a good teammates, Blake and Adam. You know, Blake pulling it off, not riding very much, you know, before the season. And yeah, I'm so happy for Adam. He's such a good kid, and I enjoy being his teammate. I'm happy for the team. You know, I just threw it away by myself. I feel like I rode really good. You know, after the first crash, I just came up short and bent my whole front end, and it was really challenging after that, you know, just to recover, and you know, then went down again, same spot, and I was able to salvage third place, and you know, I'm really happy about it. It's a long season, and you know, just got to work on some things.
How are you feeling right now? How's your body after those falls?
Definitely, I'm a little banged up, but you know, like I said, I was able to pull it off and get a podium, and I'm happy with that.
Thanks, guys.
Well, and also Davalos, his fastest lap was half a second faster than anyone else. So he's got something for these guys the rest of the championship.
So the 450 riders are in the gate. Filippo and Roxon are going to start alongside of each other, but before they got their helmets on, ready to go racing, they went to go congratulate their training partner. Adam Cianciarulo with the win. 450's up next. Main event just about set to go for the 450, so let's get a little update here. What do you think of the racetrack tonight?
Well, I think it's going to be a tough racetrack tonight. You know, there's not a lot of forgiveness with it. It's very, very hard pack, okay? These guys got to be very precise. We've seen in heat races, guys washing their front end out. There's not a lot of give. So I think these guys are going to be have to be on their A